What's up, Solar Warriors? What's up, Solar Warriors? Today is Tuesday, September 24th, 2024. My name is Jarrett McAllister, the virtual solar pro, and this is Tuesday Training. If you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook Live, make sure to like the channel, subscribe, share it with your fellow solarpreneurs. We got a hot Tuesday training for you today. We just got back from Power World 2024, Orlando, Florida, where I got to hang out with my man live in person, Mr. Tom Cotter. What's up, brother? How are you?
Good morning from, I'm still on the East Coast. I'm in Philly today. So doing good, man. I'm super excited to see everybody that's jumping on the Zoom here. It was so awesome to see many of you and hang out early, late, just chatting about your solar businesses and how excited you are for the future, not just of solar, but for where we are taking our company next.
I second that. One of my favorite things about going to Power World is seeing all you guys in person. All the heart hugs, all the high fives, all the excitement, all the old fashions with Sungage Financial. No, we had an absolute blast. All of the announcements and the updates. It's just so much. If you were there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you weren't, you missed out. But that's what today's for, right? We're going to give a great recap on everything that went on at Power World. Actually, probably not everything because there's so much, but we are going to comprise, bring it down into bite-sized chunks and hit the highlights. Tom, should we kick off some success stories really quick before we jump into it?
And today is just going to be really kind of a brief, because it's impossible to fit everything into 45 minutes here. But just for those of you who are on right now, tomorrow at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, Cami, our Chief Marketing Officer, is going to be going through a deeper dive recap of a lot of the things that we announced at Power World. So make sure that you go on to powercalendar.com, register for that. So today is really just, Jonathan Bernasso, Jarrett McAllister, and myself, kind of, highlights and takeaways from this incredible 3 days in Orlando.
Yes, sir. So let's just jump right into it, shall we? So success stories, like we do every single week. We want to hear from you. If you had a success story or a breakthrough from Power World, we'd love to hear it. Share it with everybody. And let's just jump into it. Mr. Foster, I see your hand raised. Good to see you on Zoom. We missed you at the event, but we'll be seeing each other soon. What do you got, brother?
Well, a couple of things. So one, I just got my shirt in, bam. So a new one there.
Awesome.
So we're hitting the 25X and we're growing. I'm going for 100. So I will have 100 here. I'm shooting for at the end of the year. So, but what I really want to do is I want to give a big shout out to Blanca. She's on the call. She's a new member that just came on board as a part-time. And she's under Miguel Laura, which is one of my real estate agents. And she literally signed up onto the platform, first became a customer, then got on our platform, brought in 4 to 5 ambassadors. And yesterday we helped one of her clients go solar with Sonova and a Powerwall 3. So with a week in, she's already a client and also now getting her solar paid by helping other clients go solar. So everybody just give her a warm welcome to the team and a congratulations. And she's on fire right now. She's excited. So Blanca, I think she was on here for a little bit. She was able to jump on for a little bit. But so anyways, I'm super excited about her. And at the same time yesterday, we were putting in a new install. So another client's getting installed, getting finished up yesterday, today. And then, unfortunately, yes, I didn't get to make it to Power World, but as you guys were there, hustling, getting it done, I was in front of 15 agents at Keller Williams doing the presentation of Powur. So that was my week. I didn't sit down. I went to work. I made it happen while you guys were out there.
Love it, Jared. Jared is a true leader, leading from the front. Blanca, congratulations on your success. You have an incredible mentor and team member, and you're on fire. It's all about momentum, right? Life and success is all about momentum, hitting the ground running. You really couldn't do any better than that. And now it's just, it's to the moon from there. So congratulations. Welcome to the team. Great to have you here. And great job, Jared. Awesome, brother. All right. Next up is another dude that wasn't able to make it, but I'm just hoping the success story is that he beat COVID and pneumonia and he's still alive with us. Mr.
What's
Wilson,
up?
what's up, bro?
What's up, brother? Yeah, this is my first day back out in the field. Yeah, it was rough. Was down for the count for about a week and a half. COVID turned into pneumonia. No fun. But the reason I'm reaching out for success to share is one of my teammates, Jeff Martin, not Jeffrey Martin, not to be mistaken, but Jeff Martin, up in Tracy, California. He's been with us for about 5-6 months now. And he's figuring it out. He went out last week when I was down and freaking brought in 3 new Sonova contracts, self-gen, door knocked, closed deals, contract done, 3 deals. So he's an up and comer to look out for up in Tracy. Really talented guy. If you're on the call, Jeff, everyone in the chat, give Jeff some love. Just wanted to shout him out.
Let's freaking go. Welcome, dude. Talk about momentum. 3 and what is this, his first week?
No. He's been on for a couple months with us,
okay.
but he's just now kind of, I think, getting his stride, and he's got three VCs in 1 week, 3 Sonova, welcome calls. So yeah, he's crushing it out there in Tracy. So look out for him on the tier 3 mentor here pretty soon. And yeah, just really proud of the work he's doing.
That's incredible. I'm very proud too. Tracy's phenomenal PG&E territory. That's killer, man. Great job. And dude, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, Jonathan, it's good to see you back in health.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Looks like you lost a few pounds too, bro. You're looking good, man.
I did.
What's the secret to your success? I caught COVID. I was out for 10 days. You couldn't eat. Yeah, dude. Right on, man. Good stuff. All right. And then we'll do one more. Paul Kestenbaum. What's up, brother? Good to see you.
Hey, good seeing you. It was great meeting you and some of the other top people at Powur World. That was my first convention. I'm stoked, man. It was great. So part of the thing, they wanted us to do a post while we were there, and I was privileged to meet JB in person, take a picture with him. And not only did I post it on the Powur Pioneers, I posted on my personal Facebook page and also my solar business page, and got 2 hits on it from people saying they want to talk about solar. So something simple like that still works. And just wanted to thank y'all for everything you contribute.
Good job,
Paul. Great meeting you out there, man. Good stuff. And look at that. Take a little bit of action, get some big time results. And you're taking that momentum from the events. We talk about these events, why it's so important to go there. You're fired up, right, Paul? You're fired up. He's good to go. He sees the vision. He wants to make it happen, and he is. And now he's got leads coming in. So congrats to you. Congrats to everybody out there. And yeah, it's just invaluable time. So Tom, let's kick this thing off. Let's move on to the training. Wait, hold on. Before we do, is that Jonathan Bernasso on the call?
I don't know. Is that Jonathan or Chris?
Can't tell. Is it the good looking one or not?
Oh, he's screen.
Oh, it must be Jonathan.
Yeah, there you go.
What's up, everyone? Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you.
All right. Maybe I'll share some pictures first, and then we can dive into the recap email, the newsletter, some resource links, knowledge base, and give you guys a few updates before the full corporate Powur recap tomorrow at 12 Pacific. So make sure to register for that. Like Tom said, guys, I'll put the link again in the chat, but tomorrow at 12, you're going to get detailed questions answered as far as the WeFunder fundraise or COGS Plus or some things. But before we dive in, I just want to share some pictures here with you guys. So check this out on your screen. We started with VIP Day, sponsored by Hanwha Q Cells. So the top people in Powur got invited to K1 indoor go-kart racing with Jim Bunch, Zach Bach here, Jordan, Tom, a whole bunch of leaders. So of course, no one's competitive. Yeah, Ricky Bobby. Oops, I'm jumping around here. I don't know what happened. Well, anyways, yeah, the K1 indoor go-kart racing. Oh, there we go. And so we move into day one with breakouts. There's Kevin Smoker, Jay from Sonova. I'm just going to go show you guys what the breakouts look like. All the corporate staff here, Rick Joseph, Joel Gossett, Zach Bach in the breakouts, Davis, Charles Thompson training. So a bunch of amazing breakouts here, vendors, sponsors. Day one started here in the main ballroom. Jim Bunch kicked things off with Bobby. They did the business presentation Thursday night. Hopefully you guys watched that. And then Danny Pessy came up and trained for 2 hours as well on door knocking and new innovative ways to door knock, get leads, and use it even for digital marketing. So there's a few pictures for you guys. And then we did a Sonova meet and greet here with hors d'oeuvres, hanging out on the outside courtyard. And then I will go over to, let's go over to yoga, mindfulness morning, starting things off with Jay Bud kicking it off heavy. We're going to talk about the roadmap to IPO in 4 years, the reason why he wants to go IPO, to really go after his vision and phase 2 of helping the planet, helping the world, tied it into his family. We heard from Ethan Miller and the installer success stories, Malia and Jordan crushing it like always. But yeah, a whole bunch of speakers, even Jonathan Budd's wife here, Laura, on stage. Look forward to more women's empowerment next year, more guided meditations, just doing more inner work. And Laura is going to be bringing her talents and resources to Powur in a big way, guys. So stay tuned for that. And she led us in a dance ceremony, taking us back to source, where the whole idea of Powur came from. You can see here on the stage, they had a live performance for Laura's section as well. Everyone's dancing, even check that out, even Jonathan Budd getting crazy on the dance floor. All right, keep it going here. Panel talks, Edgardo recognizing his son, a whole bunch of speakers, Cami, and then Joel Gossett taking the summer sales contest winner.
Can you go back up just a little bit? There's a picture on there I want to kind of highlight. Oh, not at the very top, but where it showed bonus payouts for the summer contest.
It didn't show dollar amounts.
It did. It did on the screen right up there. No. There was a picture that literally said it's like 400 and there we go. $454,000 in bonuses and payouts to the field. $500,000, you guys. Powur just gave away. It was incredible. Sorry, I think that should be highlighted.
No.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, good catch. Amazing. And then the top 30 winners from the summer sales contest are going to get to go to Mexico for a work hard, play hard trip. And these are some of them right here. And then of course, I don't even have all the photos from Saturday, the last day, or Friday, but this is the gala. So the dinner and awards ceremony you don't want to miss. Everyone dresses up really nice here, like Zach Bach and his wife, Spencer.
And his expecting wife.
People.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Zach Bach announced they got a little on the way. Pro tip, I saw her down in the gallery. She looked stunning, and I saw the little baby bump, but I learned a long time ago, you do not just assume those things. So I didn't say anything. I let him spill the beans.
Good job, Jarrett. All right, and then you can see Laura, Jonathan, a lot of the team here. Bobby Smith had his
Oh,
wife
who's
in
that smoking
attendance.
lady in red?
Rhino Irwin had his wife Ducky, and of course the one and only Jarrett and Ryan, looking great, looking great. Ooh, Joel, of course, got recognized for the top winner in the summer sales contest, barely taking out Rhino, who was in second place. Guys, big news.
It was by
and as
2
we look
points.
to some of the awards, steer it like a deal, a half a deal, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah,
crazy.
it was a half deal. It was like the difference between closing your own or a setter. It was 2 points. And I honestly got to just give massive props and respect to Joel Gossett, man. He crushed it, dude. He brought it. Just everything about him, man. He is just leveled up immensely. He gave an incredible speech, talked about adversity, talked about winning mindset. And I mean, he gave it his all, you guys, his all to win this contest. Well deserved. He's come in second place, a couple times. And no, he gave it all. He put it all on the line. And I'm extremely proud of him.
Yeah, I can't agree more. He has really grown with Powur, developed, matured over the years. He's super grounded now. He realizes it's not about the money. And it's just awesome to see the leader that he's become. And he let everyone know that he was tired of a Bernasso winning the summer sales contest. So I'm glad that he beat me, took me out, and him and Rhino definitely went above and beyond my prior record. So hats off to both of those gentlemen. Malia getting recognition for the Inspire Award. And we have some other gentlemen, Zach, Spencer, and team. But we did some special awards as well. So they rolled out a new award, guys. It was over 250 contracts with Powur. So you can see this fancy, super heavy award. The Centurion was 100. Now there's a brand new 250 deals. When you get this special award at Powur World when you reach that. So they did bring up all the people that reached 250 deals. You can see a few of them here: Jordan, Edgardo, William, Joel, Cynthia. And then the last piece of the awards was the 7-figure jacket. So shout out to William, Cynthia, Chris Bernasso, Joel, all for receiving a 7-figure earner jacket. So
don't forget Jordan
7 figures
Shaw.
gross with Powur.
Jordan Shaw, there he
There's
is.
Jordan
there's
Shaw.
Jordan Shaw's
Yeah.
jacket.
My boy,
There's
dude.
Chris.
Looking good too.
So that's the 7-figure jacket. And then Luigi, got to give a shout out to another member that earned a 7-figure jacket. He's an awesome leader. And, Edgardo really runs this. The 7-figure earner is a field ran award by Edgardo, and hats off to him for leading this. He came up with this new $3 million award. Those people that have achieved $3 million of gross earnings with Powur. And that was a surprise to me, because Edgardo, Charles, and I received this award from Jonathan Budd for those achieving $3 million of income with Powur. So quite an amazing feat. It's so cool that we're grounded in giving back, helping others, philanthropy. It's not about the money, it's the community, it's learning along the way, it's creating our own success despite adversity. But we can still celebrate the income as well. And I think that's one of the coolest things. And I love that Edgardo made this happen for everybody. So wanted to share some pictures. Oh my God, we can't forget Ramsey, everybody. Ramsey brought the entertainment, him and his band. I mean, look at this.
Yeah.
That
So
was
for
a
some of you guys were at Power World last year, you remember we were like, we did Power's Got Talent. Well, we realized Ramsey has talent. So we said, forget everybody else. Let's just have the talent entertain. And he did not disappoint. Man, he is like the reincarnation of dude from Queen, man. I mean, he's unbelievable.
So more pictures to come, more memories created. I was fortunate to spend some good quality time with Jonathan Budd, and just hearing his story, seeing how impactful it is, people that were on the fence or, questioning what they would do, the struggles in the solar industry right now, maybe looking at other options or bouncing around. This event really solidified it for everyone. And we're all going to have adversity. Those will stay, and we'll attract our tribe. And some people may have some pain, and part of their journey is going to go somewhere else, and they might be back. But boy, are we creating something so amazing, guys. And we are going to go IPO in 3 to 4 years, and we will be $1 billion company. It's just going to happen. There's too many smart people in the room. There's too many amazing people coming. We onboarded a team, Prolux, with solar ships that's going to commit to 200 deals a month. Rhino Irwin, 3-year exclusive agreement in Hawaii. Other agreements are being made. The dominoes are going to start to fall. And I'm telling you, with all these innovations we're going to try to touch on a little bit today and tomorrow, now's the time. So buckle up. This won't be easy. Jonathan Budd is a crazy human being, and he has wild, outlandish goals. And the motto of the company is get shit done. So
I love that motto. It's such a good motto. I mean, I grew up with the motto, make it happen, but it's actually a better version. Just get shit done. And as you mentioned, as you just touched on, this company is going to IPO. We've had this vision for a long time, us on the field. Jonathan Budd, there is no better person out there that you could run a wall through and for. What they've put together, some of the key highlights, and once again, they're going to go more into details for it, but two of the biggest highlights that, as far as the platform and what they've updated, one being COGS Plus. We'll touch on that here in just a second. The other is an up to 80-20 rev share, or I'm sorry, commission, 80-20. And a combination of COGS Plus, where when you got your scope of work and it's confirmed and that is your commission, it's locked in. There's no late stage adders that you're going to get hit with. Between that and being able to earn 80% of the profit by not even doing that much. We're talking 40 deals a year. You guys, that's like 3.5 sales a month. If you want to take the opportunity to go full time as a solar pro and you're doing 4 sales a month, you're going to be receiving 80% of the net profit. And then when you know that those commissions are locked in and you got nationwide coverage on a decentralized platform, where the fuck are you going to go that's better than that? You're not. There is no better place to go from that. And the way he's growing it and with the partnerships, that's the other opportunity, is you can now invest into Powur. Some of us have invested significantly. We did it in the round in 2021. Right now, you can invest again and get a piece of the pie through WeFunder. Tom dropped a link in the chat, and there are some sick perks of, when you invest, and depending on how much, you can get additional revenue share. You can get Powur Pro or Seller Pro account for a year. There's just a ton of perks, opportunity, and the price, and because of the evaluation of where we are as an economy overall, right? With it being low, and they're going to time this for about, like I said, 3-4 years tops to IPO. It can really cause some generational wealth for you and your family. So something to consider if you're able to do so. Like I said, Tom just dropped the link in the chat. But Jonathan, Tom, Really, I mean, what do you guys want to talk about more? I mean, do you guys want to go over COGS Plus, or do you guys want to talk
So,
about the 80/20?
so I think we should touch on a few of these topics. And let me go ahead and pull up. There's two pieces, guys, that we're going to touch on: the newsletter and the recap email. And then we'll drop some resources and links. And then most importantly, Tom will also put in the chat the next Power Hour events to build into and attract into with some of the executive team. So, Tom, do you want to start with the newsletter, or do you want to start with the recap email? What do you recommend? I think
Let's
both
kind of
are
just let's kind of finish up the WeFunder campaign. The thing that is just impressed to me about doing another WeFunder campaign, because Jonathan Budd didn't have to do this, right? And it really emphasizes his heart that he doesn't, when Powur goes public, he doesn't want it to make the people who were in Powur from the beginning, or executives or employees, or maybe another corporate partner in a upcoming round on the road to IPO. He doesn't want just to make a select few wealthy with equity options. We all earn equity options when we hit certain milestones in sales. We can get a bucket of options if you are a quarterly leader in either personal sales, tier 3 sales, or recruiting and getting onto leadership council. But this is something that's really special and unique, this WeFunder campaign. So don't miss this, is my message to everybody. Tell your team about this as well, and make sure that they understand what this could mean for them if and when Powur goes public, and if and when our stock has a high valuation. This is a big deal. And Jonathan, if you click on the dollar reserve, the minimum 250, that field, if you just click on that field, if you enter a dollar amount there, start to type in that, there you go. It'll show you the different options of what you can get for a $250, up to 20,000 or more, based on your net worth. And so don't miss out on that. Like a Powur Pro account you can get for $2,500, and you only have, I think, a net cost of about $400 for the year. If you do the $20,000 level, you actually get a bump in your commission from 70% up to 75%.
Huh?
So if you sell 40 projects in a year, you actually make more commission from the company. So there's just a lot here, and I just don't want people to miss out on this and kind of look back and say, man, I wish I would have jumped in when we did that WeFunder campaign, because I know a lot of people look back to 2021 and wish that they would have jumped in them too.
Yeah, and you guys,
I
these are options, right? It's stock options. So when we IPO, then they execute, and then there's a value on those options turned into actual stocks.
Yeah, let me touch on one or two things too, guys. If you want to take a screenshot of this, the slide will be shared tomorrow's presentation and talked on more specifically. But here are the benefits. If you decide to do $500, you'll get a t-shirt. $1,000, you'll also get a swag bag. $2,500 gets you an all-in ticket to Powur World 2025 with the gala in Vegas, which we'll touch on too. And 1 year free of your Seller Pro account, guys. That's $175 a month normally.
Yep.
So maybe you're paying $85 a month. That's $1,000, and you get the upgrade of Seller Pro, and you get your Powur World ticket, this $2,500 is almost a wash. You know, you're only coming out a few $100 beyond what these things would normally cost you. So maybe really consider the 2,500 while this fundraise is still open. And of course, $5,000 gets you on the Legacy Wall of Fame. $10,000 investment, you will get additional 2.5% revenue share for 1 year. $20,000, 75% revenue share for 1 year. And then for those of you that want 25,000 and above is an accredited investor. So you have to make over 200,000 a year for the last 2-3 years or show $1 million of net worth. You can do 25,000 or above. And then those have the ability to purchase additional stocks in a 3-year time for the same purchase price. And we'll hear more on this tomorrow. Feel free to type any questions in the chat. But yeah, if you took a screenshot of this, this is the different amounts. So when you invest, these are the perks that you can achieve. I think that 2,500 is a no-brainer if you have the funds to put down up front. And again, like Jarrett said,
seriously, like Jonathan was just mentioning, $2,500. A Seller Pro's 185, right? So do the math. 185 times 12. That's nearly 20. You know, it's like $2,200 or something like that. And then you get an all-in ticket for Vegas plus swag bag plus all this other things. So if you're already a Seller Pro, just do that. It's like you're paying for your membership for a year up front. And now you just got $2,500 worth of stock options. Like that is seriously no brainer. Plus all in tickets to Vegas next year.
Oh yeah. And last two things here, you know, the revenue of Powur, 239 million, our market cap valuation of 100 million is what you get to buy the stock at, right? $3.87 is something around there, what it comes out to. That's a revenue multiplier of just 0.42 in today's market. When you look at these other companies, guys, they're significantly higher. So I really believe that you're being able to buy the Powur shares at a discount right now. The revenue that we're making with the number of employees that we have is also another metric that we look really, really great in. And last thing, consider this: batteries are adding $15,000, $30,000, $40,000 of revenue to every transaction. Powur also has some margin built into batteries that they also get to keep. And so we are looking better per transaction, a higher ticket per transaction, a little bit higher profit per transaction. And as we get volume back up, we are only going to continue to look better and better. So I'm really excited about this crowd fundraise that you can invest in today, guys.
One last thing on that, just so people understand. When they did their WeFunder campaign in 2021, Powur was cooking on all cylinders. I mean, we were on rocket fuel. The evaluation back then was 250 million. Oh yeah, there we go. And it was at a rev multiplier of 1.2. So we got personally, your boy right here, I maxed out what I could because I see the vision of Powur and where we're going. I did $24,999. And that was at like $8-9 a share or option. You could now get it for like less than half price. So if you invested that much, you'd get over double those amount of shares. It's an opportunity, once again, if you have it, to take advantage of.
I think next I'll touch on something extremely important, which is Las Vegas 2025. Now, Powur World, it'll probably be sometime in September, October, like usual. I'll be pushing for October. The hotel's not picked yet, but it's exciting because it's a go-to destination. It's a great market. California people can drive. Arizona people can drive. We're going to have events in Nevada leading up till this Power World next year. And we're going to be bigger and better than before with amazing speakers. Right now, you can get your all-in ticket with the gala, with admission for $229. So I highly recommend that, this will probably only last for so long. Normally it's $540. So grab that. And if you're looking for a little bit more discount and you have a team and you're able to purchase a 10-pack or get together with 2 leaders and give them to a few of your people, your teammates, the 10-pack here, general admission starts at $899 or all in with gala starts at $2,000. So I can't say how much I'm excited about Vegas already, what we're going to accomplish and do and build, the momentum, the recruiting, the sales, and this location. I happen to have a house there, so that's helpful, but it's going to be awesome, guys. So share this, get your tickets, and get ready to build this next year into this event.
And Jonathan, you mentioned something about October. If you scroll down a little bit, do you see where it says sale ends? Oh, go back up. October 5th, 2025. Why would they be offering the pricing until October 5th of 2025 if the event wouldn't be until October,
And you know what I forgot to mention? Whoever buys a ticket, guys, for Las Vegas Power World before tomorrow's recap, Wednesday, noon, you will be entered into a raffle where they're raffling off a lot of cool prizes, including AV speaker, projectors, brand new set that they have, and other prizes. So if you want, grab the ticket and enter the raffle for the all the gifts and prizes tomorrow as well.
Yeah, sweet upgrade as well as a part of that raffle. And just think about, if you want to grow a team, you could purchase a 10-pack. I picked up a 20-pack for my team that I do not have yet, that's going to come in over the next 6 to 9 months. And so you can plan for your team, and if you buy a 10-pack, then you get 10 entries into this raffle that Jonathan is highlighting here. So super excited for next year. So start planning now for next September, October, because what happens in Vegas with Power World actually doesn't stay in Vegas. We're going to take it nationwide.
Just like herpes.
Oh boy.
I was going to say it turns into revenue share, passive overrides, but
yes,
spreads like wildfire.
All right. And I did share this recap email. You probably got it a few days back, but this is the recap email as well. You guys, we got the newsletter in your email yesterday. So what topic should we hit next?
We could go COGS Plus.
Yeah.
I mean, this is huge.
Yeah, let's kick it off. So COGS Plus has been something I've actually helped being a part of and working with Jonathan and the team. I mean, probably since Q1 of this year. And I'll read this out. COGS Plus and scope of work confirmation. You'll see the slides tomorrow, but literally within 2 weeks of selling the job, you know what you're getting paid, guaranteed, locked in. Your M1, your M2, you will know the scope of work, the changes, you will know what's needed, and it's guaranteed, locked in. Now, of course, changes happen, right? There's things that we cannot foresee. There's utility things, the riser, this requirement, but anything else, late stage adders those are a thing of the past. Those are gone, especially if you know how to sell a clean deal up front. That's half the battle. But COGS Plus is going to lock in and guarantee those pricing and the scope of work confirmation process with the first 15%. This is huge. So what it's essentially doing is, we're going to bucket the permit, the shipping. We're going to bucket a few things together into a fixed line item. Other items like solar panel costs, as they come down, those will still be variable. But I believe that we've been overly transparent, and then the permit went from 400 to 600, and we have to add $200 to your project, and all this noise. And oh, I'm losing a few $100, like all this noise. So instead, Powur is gonna find the median, find the buckets, find the things that they're able to combine into a COGS Plus model that will be fixed line items, and they will have to absorb some hits. Or they might win on a few things, but overall it's going to be a better customer seller experience for us, and it will allow us to get paid a lot faster on M2s, guys. It's super huge. I'll let you two add
Which
on.
I had been pushing for since Q1 of this year. That's amazing. The ability to pay out, because you guys, after there's a scope of work confirmation, it's going to show what your commission is. It does not change. It does not change. So, if there was something, additional electrical work that needed to be done, it was like, $300. It's like, no, that wasn't part of the scope of work. It's been checked off by the installer, checked off by the PM. There's no surprises. And since they know what it is, they're able to just pay you. And Jonathan also mentioned about paying on, leases, PPAs, TPO right then and there, once glass hits the roof, which is huge. It's huge for team building. It's great for retention. It keeps people motivated.
Yeah, this is a really big innovation, and it's also a change to what we and operations do, what sellers and operations do when a contract is. So we're going to be having training that's ongoing about this, so that every seller, every enterprise is up to speed about what happens when you sign a project, because what that does when you sign a project is it starts a lot of processes, and we have responsibility with that project up until the scope of work comes out. So stay tuned to that. The thing that I took away from this that Jonathan Budd highlighted was that this removes about 90% of the friction on projects, speeds things up to install, to M1, M2, and it's also a closer relationship between the seller and and the operations team when a project is sold. So look through this information, but also make sure you don't tune out when we announce trainings around this that will be coming from Powur and also rolled out across market development meetings.
One other thing too, they just made this change literally 2-3 weeks ago, is when a project gets sold, it's immediately going to get assigned and moved to site survey. That's going to be starting on the jobs in this last week or two. They're really going to start racing. It's not going to be a blocker or something holding up the site survey. So that first 15% racing to site survey, despite, maybe you didn't upload the most recent bill, or the bill's too old, or you missed the signing of some name on the doc because there's a co-signer, guys, that's up to you. But they are going to push forward ahead with the site survey, which I believe is good news. All right. And then the other thing here too is scope of work confirmation. If you've had deals sold recently in the pipeline, you might notice that it's, hey, do you want to approve this new scope of work? Here's your cost as sold. Here's the cost as designed. It's, to be honest, I think it's about a third to a half of the way there. We will refine this and continue to get better in Q4, October, November, December. And I think we'll step into next year where we've weeded out all the little tedious issues or things that came up, guys. So be patient with it. But between COGS Plus and scope of work, you're going to have such a much better experience. And COGS Plus, by the way, it's not starting until the first week of October. Okay, so just know that it hasn't officially started yet. It should start the first week of October. All right, what else can we touch on here?
I think we need to talk about that
80-20.
20, 80-20. Let's go.
All right, let me go ahead and find it, and you can. Where is it at?
Yeah.
Real quick
So
on
you
the
guys moving into, we already know that Powur pays more than anyone else in the industry. The fact that they pay out 70% of the net revenue on a project, giving the lion's share to the sales rep, was game changing. It was revolutionary, especially back in 2019 when they did this. And, EPCs had these crazy red lines and sales reps had no clue what they were making. Word got out, competition hit, right? And so then, EPCs had to either step their game up or go out of business or just try to keep ripping reps off. Well, from there, and mind you, not only do they pay out 70% to the rep, they also pay out an additional 15% in rev share. So Powur only keeps 15% net profit on every single project, thin margins. It's because they're able to, we have a subscription base. That's what keeps it afloat. Well, they said, how can we take this to the next level? And Jonathan Budd said, for those who really want to turn this from a side hustle into a career, those guys that all you do is sell solar. It's solar, that's what feeds the family. For anyone who takes this serious and just these are not crazy numbers. This isn't outlandish. This isn't something you have to go above and beyond. It's the carrot dangling and you can't reach it. For every 10 deals, 10 self-generated contracts in a 12-month rolling period. So they're going to look back at your past 12 months. And if you have self-generated 10 deals, you are going to earn an additional 2.5% of that profit on every project. That equals to about $250, right? If average profit on a job is $10,000, 2.5%, that's $250. It's pretty nice. But once you get to 20 deals in a rolling 12 month, it's going to go up another 5%. So now you're going to get an additional $500 on those additional 20 contracts. For every 10 more, once you hit 30, it goes up another 2.5%. That's 7.5%. And once you hit 40 deals, and you guys, what is that? It's like 3.5 deals a month. It's nothing crazy for a full-time solar pro. You've unlocked 10% of additional revenue. That's typically about an extra $1,000 per deal that you earn on these projects. Times 40 deals, that's an addition. You guys just got a raise. You just got a $40,000 minimum raise for full-time solar reps. So thank you, Jonathan Budd, for giving us all a raise in this economy and this environment and really rewarding those who go out there and make it happen, because you guys are the real MVPs. You guys are the bloodline, of this company. I think it's phenomenal and it's game changing. So between scope of work confirmation, COGS Plus, 80-20, you think you could go back to older Powur sellers who may have left the platform? Do you think you could go after other solar reps on other platforms or that work for other companies? Damn right you can. You show them this. You show them this model. You show them the compensation. I spoke to somebody who said, yeah, I got a guy. He went over to Freedom. He thought they were making $20,000 on a job. After late stage adders, this and that, they ended up making $50. That's not going to happen now, and it will not happen with what we're offering. So yeah, win back campaign. That's right, Jonathan.
Win back campaign. We'll be doing a formal one in a few weeks here, but yeah, Jarrett, you said it really well. The additional income on average, these are personal sales. And the best part is that the rev share additional income is paid at M2 as well. So That is starting October 23rd. And then if you have an all-star under you and you're a big team builder, you're like, oh man, I'm going to make a little less revenue share because not as much is floating up to me. The company is actually absorbing half of this additional payout.
Thank you for bringing that up. I totally forgot about that. That's so unselfish.
It's huge. So, very few of you are going to have this concern of, oh man, my all-star under me, Jordan Shaw's, I'm going to make less money off of him or something like this. This is a game changer. You'll be able to go back and recruit old people. Some people that don't hit 10 deals in a year period, now they're going to hit 10. They're going to be motivated to hit 20. The benefits of this is going to definitely outweigh any one person that might get a little less revenue share. It's going to be an overall win, and Powur is absorbing half of that additional income. So if you have someone level 1 to you, and if they get 40 deals in a 12-month period, you went from $600 to $550 per deal to $500 per deal. Passive income, passive revenue to $400 only on the job sold after 40 in a whole year. So this is still an extremely attractive revenue share plan if you're lucky enough to recruit someone that can unlock 10, 20, 30, 40 deals in a 12-month trailing period.
Yeah, and you guys, and like Jonathan said, you have to think big, right? You're like, oh, I lost a little bit. No, you gained quite a bit, because now your team is able to recruit more people, unlock more revenue share because of this comp plan. It's genius. It's genius.
Yeah,
Maybe,
for those of you who have been in sales management roles, you know that you create compensation plans to incentivize the type of behavior that you want. And this is exactly what it's done for us who have teams, is it incentivizes higher volume, right? And I had a couple questions from people come in about, is this only for enterprise? No, it's for everyone, seller, pro, enterprise. It's across the whole board. You don't have to have a certain type of account to qualify for this at all.
On this compensation note, this question's been coming up to me a few times, guys. So those of you that achieve 12 points or more in the summer sales contest, some of you are asking, when am I going to get my payout? Well, the answer is, and Cammie will share an announcement on this. It was in the rules buried deep in one of the pages, but when that job that unlocked that additional income hits permit approved, you will see a line item on your ledger that gives you the bonus for that one job. So the summer sales contest winners, your bonuses will be coming when that job hits permit approved. So expect an announcement on that. And that's just honestly protecting Powur a little bit, right? Like, if these people all get jobs that canceled, it's not permit approved, Powur can't pay out all that money. So permit approved, summer sales contest, you will start to see your bonus on your line item for your ledger. Tom, I think we should touch on the two really important events coming up that people need to build into, attend as well. And then we can kind of maybe wrap this up soon, take some questions, and then definitely attend tomorrow's Wednesday. But let's go ahead and speak to these next events. Tom, what the heck are these events coming up?
Yeah, we've got two big ones coming up. Monday, October 14th and Monday, October 28th. On the 48th, our Chief Marketing Officer, Cammie, is going to be talking with all of our guests about the platform and top sellers. We'll be joining as well Rhino Irwin, Emmett Summers. Plus, they'll get to hear directly from our CEO, Jonathan Budd, about the vision of where we are headed. Think back to Powur World of what Jonathan Budd shared about his phase 1 and his phase 2. He might be talking about some of that because Powur is only part of his personal his personal vision. But on Monday, October 28th, Zachary Bach, Eduardo Gonzalez will be presenting and giving an inside perspective about how the Powur platform can elevate others' solar business. These are recruiting events where you can invite people, individual sellers and enterprise, to learn more about the platform. On the 28th, also Cami will be kicking things off once again, and Jonathan Budd will be closing things out. So like we mentioned also, there is a Comeback to Powur event that's going to be announced, but these are big events that you can take from Powur World, the momentum that we have, and invite people in to get started with the platform.
I love that. Guys, you have 3 weeks to build into an epic business presentation with Rhino, Irwin, 3-year exclusive Hawaii enterprise account, top enterprise self-fulfilling installer in Hawaii, and Emmett Summers, a prior VP of Sunrun, and our CEO and our CMO. Please mark your calendar. Please click the register button, add it to your calendar, and you have 3 weeks to build and invite into this. Anyone that can't make this one live, October 28th, these two amazing individuals, top team builders in the company, will be doing another one. And then you can expect in the first week of November, I will be helping host a win back campaign. For anyone that's ever looked at Powur, joined Powur, got burned by the industry, their company went bankrupt, they didn't like Powur 2 years ago, they sold 3 deals and I had a bad experience, all that crap. We're going to go back to our thousands of sellers and show them why we're the best, why we have the best compensation model, why Sunnova wants our business more than anyone else, why we have the best SunGauge loans, why we have the best Powerwall 3 pricing with the 80-20 split, with this COGS Plus and a 4-year roadmap to go IPO. It's game over. So we will be doing a win back campaign in November after these 2 business presentations.
Cool.
We've also just to mention, to give people a heads up that may want to start planning one of these in their own city. Saturday, November 2nd is the next Powur Day that's coming up as well. So whether you want to try and host that in your own city, or start inviting people, and again, you don't have to. I say this every time. You don't have to live in that city for the Powur Day event that you are inviting people to. So if you live in California, you can invite people to a Powur Day event in Vegas, for example, to start building in towards the next Powur World that's going to be there.
Yes, sir. All right, you guys, should we wrap this up? Maybe open it up for a few questions. We are 3 past the hour.
Yeah, just one final reminder too, guys. Tomorrow, again, Wednesday, 12 Pacific, the corporate slide deck, corporate recap, more details into the nuances of all of these updates, including a brand new setter closer path and certifications that was announced as well. So you definitely want to attend and hear the announcements tomorrow at 12 Pacific, and build into those 2 events and attend Vegas and get your Vegas ticket for that raffle tomorrow. I'm super pumped about that. But that's all I have. We can open it up for Q&A, like you said, Jarrett.
Okay. Cool. Well, if there, you know what, let's do this. Okay, Jared, you have a question, and then we can turn off the recording, keep it short, and then if anybody wants to stick around.
Yeah, so quick question. So on the COGS Plus, let's say if we did a proposal and we're going to actually get it all buttoned up and signed in October, should we regenerate a second proposal? Is that going to change everything in Vision, or is it just because it sounds like there might be pricing change or anything, or just
no COGS Plus has nothing to do with pricing. Or it doesn't have anything to do with the proposal. It's on the back end, right? Okay. So it's like once things have been confirmed, and once the pricing scope of work and your commissions are there, that I would do it. It's going to lock in.
Yeah, I would do it now, Jarrett. In a week into October, will 2 or 3 of the line items be combined into one amount? Sure. Will it be any material difference to you and me? No. So there's not going to be a benefit or, pro or con. I would just sell it, and then it'll just be a more streamlined, frictionless experience post October for the numbers and things
Yep.
like that.
Yeah, don't ever wait to sell a project. Just sell it.
No, it wasn't a wait to sell. It was just if I used the existing proposal, we signed off, and there was some pricing change in the back end that triggered change orders. I just didn't want to have that happen. That's all. Because
No,
it
not
was
at all.
in software. So good. Good to
And
know.
yeah, Tom said, never wait. I
Never.
do. That's just sales advice, flat out. If we have this new panel coming out and it's going to be out in 2 weeks, you sell what you have now. You don't stop momentum. You just keep rocking and rolling. Carlos, my man, so good to see you, brother.
How's it going, guys? First of all, it was great seeing all of you there in Orlando. Really was. Trying to figure out how I'm going to get to Vegas. That's my biggest travel issue. But that's not what I have.
You got a year to figure it out.
Yeah, I do, and I've already contacted some people that specialize in air travel for people in wheelchairs. So I'm already working on it. My question is I invested last night on the WeFunder, and I maxed it out. Now, if that includes the Power World tickets and stuff, how soon does that kick in? Am I eligible for that raffle, or should I just go in and buy another ticket? And if I need to give it to somebody on the team.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good question. I don't know if the WeFunder would enter you into the raffle because I don't think that's got a process on the back end. And I think the raffle ends in just like the end of tomorrow or something like that. It's like pretty quick. So if you wanted to, you could. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that if you want to be entered into the raffle, that you would have to purchase a ticket to be on that list.
Yep.
To be on the safe side. And look, like you mentioned, worst case scenario, you give it to a team member.
Yeah, but then again, Tom, I got to sit down with Tom for quite a while with him and my wife, and he just made us feel like family. And I didn't get to spend as much time with most of you guys because, you had your teams and stuff around you and stuff, but all of you took the time out to make us feel welcome and like a family. And we really appreciate that.
Well, we appreciate you, Carlos. And I heard other people say, I said this and I heard other people say it, but one of the best parts of going to Power World, it's like a family reunion. It really is, seeing everybody in person and, getting to be there. And it's so tough to say goodbye at the end, but it's awesome. So it is like a family reunion, our annual reunion. So great to see you and meeting your wife, Carlos. That was awesome. You guys look great at the gala as well.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Everybody's
all right.
looking pretty sharp. Next year's I'm gonna have to get dressed up with my tennis shoes on.
Is it Rainiel?
Yes, Rainiel.
What's up, brother?
Hey, Ray.
Good. How you doing? I just had a quick question about the Seller Pro account, the Pro subscription. Let's say you have a small team that you're all individual sellers. Let's say one of you decide to upgrade to the Pro account. How would you go about adding them all onto that same Pro account?
You wouldn't. So a Seller Pro account is for an individual.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to have everybody on one account, you would then need an enterprise account.
Okay.
But if you think about it, and you guys were doing it as a team group thing, the cost for adding a seller onto enterprise, it's like $50 per seat, right? So if you had 5 people who are already paying $85, you could take that and, make it would be cheaper to just do an enterprise account and everyone have the benefits of an enterprise account. But that's something that you'll have to strategize with your team and talk to leadership, see if it does make sense. It does for some, doesn't for all.
Okay.
Yeah, you could have a Pro account and you could recruit lead generators, the setters that we were talking about, and there's no cost for those. But if you want to recruit sellers that are in your business that you are paying their seat fee, their user fee of $50 a month, and that would be an enterprise account. Or you can just keep the same seller account that you have right now, recruit people, and they pay their own, seller $85 a month. So it's kind of, figure out which way you want to go. It's challenging to try to change your strategy once you get into it, but you may be able to mix and match some of that with the lead generator role and seller role. But
Okay,
yeah,
that
then
makes
being able to select
Reach
a
out to me if
self-select
you-
your installer. There's pros and cons to all of
reach
it.
out to me, Ray, if you want to chat more about that.
Yeah,
Cool.
or
Thank
Bill.
you.
Bill just dropped his number in the chat. Give him a call.
Cool. Thank you.
All right. And then we'll do one more, and then I'm going to wrap this recording up. But Paul, what's up?
Hey, I was just checking, before the end of the year, do we know if they have said or just hasn't come out yet about the 4-hour masterclass intensive that we do? Or is that going to be replaced by that 2-hour Power Day one in November?
That's a good question. I don't have my calendar in front of me. I'm in a hotel room right now. But if you ask in Pioneers, somebody can reply. There's already a master class that's on the calendar that's planned. I just don't remember when it is.
All right, great. Thanks.
Yep.
Cool. Well, great
Great
stuff,
show today.
everybody. Thanks for coming on here. We're going to wrap up this recording. Still feeling the love, the energy from Power World. It was so great to see you guys. And yeah, make sure you show up to the corporate recap where they're really going to deep dive into some of these announcements. But until next time, I will see you guys.
See you
Peace.
tomorrow.
See y'all.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning into this episode. If you haven't already, subscribe to the podcast wherever you're listening. You can also follow me on the socials, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, you name it. All those links will be listed below. Now, if you're looking to get started on the path to selling solar virtually, look no further than Powur. Powur is a decentralized solar platform that gives you the ability to sell 100% virtually in 25 plus states and growing. Their platform gives you the advantage to offer your clients a variety of different panels, inverters, roofs, batteries, and even EV chargers. Brands include Enphase, SolarEdge, Tesla, Franklin, and Span Smart Panels. Powur offers multiple zero-down financing options, including loans, PPAs, and leases. And with their revolutionary cost of goods sold model, 5 different streams of income, and world-class training, there is nothing else like it in the solar industry. If you're looking to get started, go to powur.com. That's POWUR.com/virtual solar pro/join and start selling solar virtually today.